Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. It is TheTranspondster with you, and today I am doing a little bit more of a relaxed build. I wanted to just do a real-time build with you guys and kind of just chill out. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long and the video stays a reasonable length, but we'll see what we end up with and go from there. I am building over in Willow Creek, so we are gonna go with like a shotgun style home because that's very common in New Orleans, which is where Willow Creek is based off of. So I think I'm actually wanting to make this a base game starter. So when I do a starter, I like to have this little window open so I can see what I'm working with. And then, you know what? I'm actually going to leave that side a little longer and we're going to do this side a little bit shorter. And then I also want to bump this back. All right, yeah, I like that. Then is this 2 spaces? Yes, it is. I'm going to put that over around the back, and if we're doing okay with money, I'm going to have a little back step there. Since I want to do a starter, we're going to keep it very basic, and I think my accent color on the outside, so what I mean by that is like doors and windows, is going to be white, so we'll just make the stairs match too. And then I'm just going to keep that one closed in, and then I'm going to close this one in for now just in case we don't end up with enough money at the end. Are these, they're the same price? Okay. Yeah, those ones match. Okay. And we'll get... I usually like to build with the middle wall height, but I think I'm just going to stick with the short wall height today. And then, oh, that's expensive. Okay, we gotta be careful what we're doing here with our money. I would love a door with windows, so we're gonna go with this one. I think that looks nice. Oh, what did I say? White. We're gonna do white. And then windows. It's so much easier to sort through this catalog when you're only using the base game. I find it's so oversaturated with items now. Not that I'm complaining, because I always want more stuff in The Sims. I feel like this is overkill on windows. I'd like a door there. I'm hoping to get a screen door. And then before, I'm going to do some windows here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put a door there. Let's get the screen door in. Oh, I'm saying screen door. I mean sliding door. There it is. Alright. I feel like also if I do this with base game, it limits the time that I'm going to spend. I'm also just going to do a door here, honestly, because the door is like the window. As I was saying, doing base game only kind of limits the amount of time I'm spending just searching through items. So I think when I'm doing a real-time build, it'll typically be like a base game style. I'm going to extend the roof, but just the trim of it. And then I hate that the cheapest column is a circle. Yeah, see, I'm paying extra for aesthetics now. I also hate that it looks like that, but I don't want the roof wall to be out so far. I don't know, maybe I do. I'm just gonna do the roof. Oh. And it's whatever. Maybe we can put like a little window there. No, the roof's not tall enough for that to look okay. Alright, I like to do the floor plan on the inside before I fully window my builds, because then you can figure out how many windows you actually need. I try and do like a minimum of 1 per room, and then I also want to make this closed off a tiny bit. I'm thinking that can be a little hallway, and maybe I bump this bathroom into the bedroom a little bit. I think this will be okay. Because if I put a door there, I'm just worried I might have to make this bedroom one more this way. I just don't want to spend too much money on walls. When I do a starter home, I like to save money where I can and typically make it a smaller home. I'm going to leave that back patio uncovered. All right. So I'm going to do just one bedroom, a little living space, a little dining space, and the kitchen here. Let's get some doors in. We're just obviously going to go for the cheapest one because we're doing a somewhat quick build. I just don't like that the bathroom is off of the dining room. I think I'm going to put the... Oh! I think I'm going to put the door over here. It just unfortunately takes away some floor space. I don't like having the door right on the edge, but I'm just gonna suck it up today. Floors down, and then I also like to put, I'm gonna do that first so I can see the floor and wallpaper a little better. I put these pod lights to start. I used to always do the smaller ones, but I'm trying to make a habit of doing the bigger ones just so it's easier to go through and delete at the end. I typically like the smaller ones because they're less obstructive of my view as I'm building, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. I am such a sucker for dark hardwood, and I hate carpet. My boyfriend wants carpet in our basement and our bedrooms so that our feet stay nice and toasty when we have to get up in the middle of the night, but I really don't want to clean carpets. I also love this specific hardwood, the rustic subfloor slats for outside because it looks like it's got nails in it holding it down. It gives me deck vibes. Alright. And then I'm going to use that stone that I was going to use outside. Since they added this white swatch, it is my absolute favorite in the game. And we're going to just go for a good old basic. Actually, you know what? Let's make the bedroom blue. Kind of like that. And then we get some tile in the bathroom. I do not like that. See, now my only problem is matching stuff. And then we need wallpaper on the outside. And I like to change the roofing too. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more of a finished look when the roof is different than the auto paint that comes on it. And I usually go for blues or yellows, so I think I'm going to stick with this green siding today. See how much cleaner this looks just by changing the roof. And the roof is free, so if you're building base game, the roof's like the first thing you want to try and fiddle with to make it look nicer. See how nice that looks? Actually, the roof trim might be better white, and then I'll do that too. Oh, look how clean. Okay, let's finish these windows and then we'll get decorating because I feel like I'm making pretty good time right now. And I don't want to lose that momentum. These are the windows we use. So I already technically have two here. I think I want to focus on getting a window right here for the kitchen. And because it's going to be the kitchen, I might do this window. Even though it's going to look a little different on the outside, maybe I do one down here and we balance it out. Because I like the counters to fit nice underneath without it clipping, and I'm actually fine if the bathroom doesn't get a window. It's like the one room in any house I build that if I don't get a window there, it's not the end of the world. I also typically don't like to put windows in after I paint the walls, so I should have thought of that before. And because I don't want this whole one side to be blank with windows, I am going to do this and just make it even. I know it bugs some people when windows are so perfectly even around the house. Like this actually bugs me. I want that more centralized. And if it means I have to bring the kitchen down a little bit more, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was hoping I could have the kitchen sink right in front of the window, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Speaking of kitchen sinks, alright, we've used $8,000 on our exterior. This house feels too big. I think I might bring that back and it's just gonna be like, is that silly? I feel like that looks a little bit silly, but we're gonna leave it. I can maybe put, you know what I can get there? Where is it? This thing. 210. Let's see if we can afford this by the end, and then that can be something for your sim to do if you move in here. All right, let's get our necessities. That's my next step when I'm building a starter, is putting down everything I know that I'm going to need in a build. I also get this wrong all the time, so I deeply apologize if you do not end up being able to get into this bath. No, you know what? We're just going to stick with a shower. Look how much money we saved doing that. I know it kind of sucks to just have, like, a shower and no bathtub. I know, because that's how I live on a day-to-day. My apartment doesn't have a bathtub. Luckily, we have this inflatable one so that my baby can take baths, but myself and his dad are tough out of luck. We don't get baths in this house, not until we move, which isn't in the books right now, but we're always talking. We hate where we live. We want somewhere we feel good coming home, which this probably would not be it for us, because we like our decorations, and this house, the people that live here are way too cheap for decorations right now. They have no money. I love these end tables that got added to the base game in a free update. I think it was when we got all the stuff for infants right before growing together, so it would have been in an update a couple years ago. And we got this closet too. I don't think they came at the same time, but this closet, and there's like a end table in the living room section. This one here. These two I think came together because they fit so well together. I'm actually gonna try and use this as my TV unit. We'll pick a different color than the bedroom. I don't even know if we can afford a TV. I hate using these ones, so like this is my starter TV and it's almost 1,500 simoleons. I guess it's realistic. I like that I put a TV in as one of my necessities. I said, let's get the necessities, and then I just full on started decorating. I also hate these counters with a passion, but I mean, obviously they're the cheapest one, 150, so I tend to work with what I got. Something I've noticed watching other people play the game is that not everyone uses the different counter pieces. So I'm wondering, like, for me, it's a little bit of a pet peeve sometimes. I'm going to try and have these nicer appliances. We'll see what happens. It's kind of a pet peeve for me sometimes, but not really. Like, it's such a small thing that it only somewhat bothers me. But I feel like it changes up the looks so easily just adding those pieces in, that it's almost a must for me. I think I'm gonna put that garbage over there so it's not like in the living room. I'm not gonna put the garbage there because I'm gonna put the fridge there. I'm gonna bring this down. Okay, so the only time I wouldn't use this piece is if I'm right in the corner and it makes sense that the counter goes all the way to the wall. And then I'll put the garbage bin right there. I know technically now it's going to be next to the dining room. Can we even... Wow, we can get a dining room, guys. This house is actually turning out pretty decent considering, like, I have a TV already. That's nuts. Ooh, what I don't have. Does this cost money? No, thank God. I was going to say, I do not have foundation paint. That's going to look a little rough. I wonder, I don't typically forget foundation paint, so I wonder if that would cause your Sims to have a negative moodlet for undecorated surroundings. I hate that one. It's always for like a half wall or something I don't even realize isn't painted because you can't see it. Also, this feels like a really tight dining room, but we gotta work with what we got here because our funds are not unlimited. And look, at least we can get like a good amount of seats. You could throw a dinner party here. Let's put center with that wall, and then maybe we can get a nice painting. Oh, they're so small and dinky. Let's go with that one. Everything that they've added after the actual base game is what actually looks somewhat decent. Okay, now we basically just need a couch, and technically this home is finished. Like, what more do you need? Maybe a desk and a computer. Could get a bookshelf in here for sure. We can maybe upgrade our bed a little bit. We can do this couch just because I know it's technically locked, but I unlock items. And it feels like it's the most couch-like piece of furniture. I'm also going to put this right there. And I like to squeeze like a little table in behind. We'll do this one. And I like to make it so that the furniture isn't always super matchy-matchy because then it's like more realistic, I guess. I don't know about you guys, but nothing in my house really matches. The closest I have is my coffee table and TV stand, but that was more of a fluke. Most of our furniture we've purchased off of like other people online, typically Facebook Marketplace now, or like Kijiji. I assume those are both worldwide. Maybe that's wrong of me to assume. I kind of like that. This is cute. And it's such a good price for a starter home. I'm going to show you my favorite secret for decorating starters on the outside, the landscaping. And usually you would use some cheats. I have Better Build By, so it's easy for me to turn on, but I'm going to leave the cheats on the screen so you can type them in your game if you don't use mods. But basically it unlocks all of this free landscaping that is actually like all this stuff in the background. So that's kind of a neat trick that I like to use. I forgot we had that thing there. We can get some more skill building items, but see, like, I love these bushes. And then you can size stuff down too. If you're not using mods, you will have to individually like pick up each item, but if you use Better Build By, you can shift and click it to duplicate the item like you can any other piece in the game. That tree's way too big for this house, so I actually think I'm better off to just do this like little tiny one. And let's fill it in with some more flowers or something. I think blue flowers would look nice with the green. We can do that. Whoops. I like to poke it out so it looks like they're kind of underneath all these bushes. I mean, essentially they are underneath all these bushes at this point. I'm just putting them there. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's a specific trick to landscaping. It's just filling it in until it looks kind of good. And then I might change the color of those. I think the yellow and blue looks nice. Maybe I leave one white. No, I'll make them both yellow. Alright, and then I think I might get like some little shrubs right here at the front door. Oops. I think that's cute. I'm going to wait to do terrain paint because I've been having a lot of issues with that. And then I am going to grab these stairs and swing them around the back. And let's get like, we have some money, so let's get a closed in backyard and make this place somewhat nice. Ooh, let's use the shrub. Nothing too crazy. You don't have to go to the edge of the lot. Just because you have the space doesn't mean you have to use it all. I think that's another good trick when it comes to building, is not feeling the need to fill everything in. Sometimes less is more. Ooh, I love this barbecue too. I feel like it's not practical, but it's so cute. And that's convenient, right off the kitchen. Let's just put it in the middle there. I don't know why I made that such a serious decision, placing my barbecue. I feel like I get all stressed out when I'm doing a real-time build. Like, the pressure is on to keep talking, and I never know what to talk about. Even when I do my voiceover speed builds, like, I'm just kind of spewing whatever comes to my mouth and hoping it makes sense or is interesting. It almost feels like I'm talking to a friend, kind of, when I'm doing a voiceover. Like, I'm just telling you about my build. Oh god, when did we switch to not base game? I must have eye dropped something and not been paying attention. I don't think I put anything down, really, just a rug. Okay, I'm not gonna put those lights. I actually want to see if I can put some different lights. I might swap out that. How much was that rug? Ah, it's not that much. Alright, let's get some lights in here. Oh, I forgot. We're doing base games. All these lights are gonna suck. Okay, this one's not so bad. Well, it's like a nice centerpiece light too, so we'll do it in the living room and over the dining table. And then the kitchen might honestly be okay to keep a pod light, and same with the bathroom. I usually leave that light in the bathroom, especially if I don't have a lot of packs. I don't find the wall lights do anything in terms of lighting up a room. And we'll just do that one nice and simple in the bedroom. And then I like to turn the lights off to see, oh, one too many, to see how bright it is. And like, maybe you want to add one there to brighten it up. I think I might maybe put one little light in the hallway. Just says like your hall light. And then we should get one outside too. You know what? I got enough to light up all sides. And I didn't get a computer in here, but I think we can afford a bookshelf. Ooh. We might not. No, I think we can make this work. Let's do this one. Over there. Fill in that corner a tiny bit. Oh, we're cutting it so close. Okay, we can figure this out. We're gonna get a different rug in here, one that's a little bit cheaper. And then I think I'm gonna call it there because I'm pretty happy with this build. I'm just gonna do a little bit of terrain paint. I'm gonna show you a little hack here. So you really could use this one and it be like a good size. I'd actually have to size it down, but I'm gonna size this one up. Honestly, once is good enough, and we're just gonna use this one in the bedroom, and it ends up being way cheaper. We'll go with the blue. I think that looks nice. Alright, there you have it. It's very modest, but it's fully functional. It's pretty nicely decorated. It's fairly mute in terms of color because it's more versatile. Like, anyone can kind of move here and customize it a little bit to be a little more colorful. We're just going to do a simple pathway here. I actually like to fade it as much as I can, and then I'll line it in with some dirt. So I like to make the circle really small and faded, and then you just kind of go on the outside. But I feel like because of the flooring I used, or the terrain I used, we could actually, I'm gonna just make it bigger and cover it in, and it looks like it's underneath the stone. I also should use daylight so that I can see what I'm doing a little better. There, that's what I need. No, one too many. Okay. And then we'll darken this up a bit and put it underneath here. And then one thing that kind of makes your home look a little more finished, I can't say I do this in every build because I find it tedious sometimes, but is outlining your house. Ooh, your house and even your fences in the back in dirt. I almost feel like this is a little bit too dark for me. We'll see how it looks panned out. Yeah, see, that's a little dark for me. I'm going to undo that and just fade this down a little bit more. There, that looks much better. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here. That's just my character. I'm a perfectionist, but trust me, it's not that serious. It's probably going to disappear when you download this from the gallery anyways, like it does every other build I post lately. It's getting so frustrating, and this better be on their next laundry list coming soon. I assume one's coming soon because we're getting some packs. Alright, we're almost done. This is like the worst part, in my opinion. This is taking so long. I didn't even do the back of the house, and this is starting to look so bad because I'm rushing it. There we go. Do you think I should extend this foundation a little more? Where does that put me if I do that? I could. Okay, let's do it just because it looks less funny. And then we're going to have to just do this again because I did it too short there. Alright. I'm actually going to put a little dirt at the base of these stairs too, so it looks like your Sims used them and have made like a little bit of a trail. Yeah, I think that's really cute. That turned out really well, and it is only 19,926 simoleons, so it is 100% a base game starter. Alright, there you go. Thank you for hanging out with me today for this real-time build. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's nice to do these simple builds just sitting there real time with you. Let me know what you think, if you prefer this to a speed build or if you like speed builds better. I love your opinions and feedback when you guys care to leave them, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to have a wonderful day. Bye!